Okay, so what's up, everybody? New curtain in the background, not just old dirty sheet, an actual curtain. I know, I'm making my way up now. All right, so basically, I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw probably the most stupid shit I think I've ever seen in my life. And it was a girl saying that men should pay extra taxes for being single over 30. In context, the reason she made this post was somebody said something about their ex stealing their childbearing years. And a generation of women are realizing that non-committal forever boyfriends are very poor substitute for husband and father of your children. Okay, first off, that is a discussion between the male and the female, because I'm going to say something right now that I believe, and I don't care if you disagree with it. Wanting to have kids is not and will never be just the sole woman's decision. It is both decisions. Whenever you have sex, first off, you are mutually in agreement that there is a possibility of a child and you need to come to terms with that. Second of all, it is not just the women's decision, it is both the men and the women's decision to have a child. First off, can't be a feminist then, because now you're not fighting for equal rights for men and women. If you're going to say single men over the age of 30 should be taxed for being single men over the age of 30, then single women need to be charged the same thing. Because if not, it's just a sexist double standard. Moving on, those taxes can go towards financial incentives for married couples to have children. No, that's stupid. Unmarried or married couples already have every financial incentive to have a child you could possibly think of. They are usually on more benefits, they usually get benefits immediately. They get so much money back in taxes that it's ridiculous. They have plenty of financial incentives as it is. And if people, okay, are out here having kids just for tax benefits, you're going to have more kids that are not loved and are not actually wanted to make a family. They're just wanting to get away from taxes. And then she then also says that solves birth rates. Boom, you're welcome. No, it doesn't. The only thing it does is create a generation of kids that were fucking get out of tax literally babies. And now you have kids that are unwanted growing up in miserable homes they don't want to be in because the parents didn't want them. They wanted to get out of taxes. So the fact of the matter is the only thing you've done is successfully overpopulated the population for a short time. And now you have in what 20, 30 years, when those people are having kids again, you have kids that people are just going to pay the tax and refuse to have kids because they know how they were born out of that tax. And then they're going to be doing the same thing of, mistreating their children the same way that their parents mistreated them so they didn't have to pay taxes. Big fucking whoop. She said the reason men specifically need to be taxed extra is because you are a misandrist dipshit who doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. That's why you think men need to be specifically taxed more. Because you've mentioned nothing about taxing women more as well for being single and childless. So yeah, way to, just point it out at men, especially above a certain tax bracket, is to eliminate the more money, more bitches incentive for success. No, because believe it or not, more money, more bitches isn't an incentive for sex. More money, more bitches is a childish worldview of people who get a lot of money at a young age and want more bitches, more sex. By the time most people are successful, they, oh, I want to do this and that. Yeah, if I was fucking 18 and was a multimillionaire, I'd want more bitches too. I'm fucking 18, you dipshit. So guess what? There are certain laws and legislations that prevent this from happening. So it's impossible anyway. And ideally, a man's incentive for success should become from providing for his family. I hate this. This implies that men are tools, just toys for you to give birth with. Okay, well, women have been treated as toys to give birth with. No, they haven't. Okay? Women are not just fucking breeding cows, and neither are men. But also, who the fuck are you, a woman, to tell me what my definition of success should be? Huh? You're assuming because I'm a man that my incentive for success should be getting successful for my family. That is what you're assuming. Wow. That is not very 2025 of you. How dare you assume anything about me? And what happens if I just don't identify as a man anymore and I don't want to have kids? What then? Huh? I identify as a fucking apricot. You can't tax me because I'm not a man. I identify as in a relationship. So you cannot tax me because I am not a man and I am in a committed relationship with a hole in the wall. You can't tax me now because you are the bad guy. You are now on the wrong side of history using the same logic your side has applied to people for decades. That solves your population. You can have a kid when you want and when you're mentally ready for a kid. Oh my god, I'm white. You can have a kid whenever you're ready for a kid by freezing your eggs. Or maybe not even when you're ready for a kid. You might freeze your eggs and never have a kid. And I know this might sound bad and I could be completely misrepresenting her, but I don't care because she just misrepresented and tried to tell me what my goals and what my success should come from as a man. Way to be another 30-year-old single childless woman telling a man what a man is and what a man should be. Tale as old as time. Chick has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. Is trying to tell men to be men. Great. It is best if men settle down you to avoid men wasting women's reproductive years. Holy fuck. How has this woman been allowed to change 20 med textbooks? She can't form a fucking sentence. No, men, nobody should have to settle down to avoid wasting women's reproductive years. Because guess what? It's not okay to just settle down and have kids all willy-nilly. Now, as I'm reading through this, I am believing that this is just rage bait, or this woman is just really fucking retarded. In which case, take her out of the fucking med book she's changed because she's a fucking idiot. Alternatively, you can get out of the single tax if you are in a new registered relationship for less than 2 years. Oh, wow, that's a really good idea. You think people that have kids to get more money back on taxes won't have kids just to get out of taxes? That's real fucking genius. I'm sorry, but women will do the same thing men will do. They'll just have kids, wanting them or not, just to get out of the tax bracket. Foster system's going to go fucking insane because people are going to be having kids they don't fucking want. And also, no, nobody should have to register a damn thing about relationships because that is severely fucking personal and stupid. That gets all the relationships registered. I don't think anybody is going to consent to that because you still have to vote on these things, and men are about half the population. So unfortunately, unless every woman agrees with this, you're going to need to have men that agree with it too. So that people cannot cheat without the side pieces knowing. Why does everybody think everybody has side pieces? It's not that hard to be in a committed relationship. It's not fucking rocket science. Okay, but yeah, no, this came and like I saw this on Twitter and I could not discern if it was bait. I really couldn't discern that. So maybe I look stupid now because I fell for rage bait. But either way, every point she made is blatantly double standard, one-sided, fucking 1984 double speak type shit. And so, yeah, I just wanted to fucking kindly point out all of her fucking bullshit. That's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. Peace.